Okay, now we are finally to the very last layer, and this is going to be called the light layer. So go ahead and create a layer on the top, rename it light layer. And we don't want drawing assist on. We are going to use the eraser tool. We want to make sure that we are using monoline. If you have streamline, so go to stabilization. If streamline is up, it's annoying to erase with that up because it kind of is controlling you. So make sure streamline is down, stabilization is down, and click done. And what we are going to do on this layer, make sure you're on the correct layer. We're going to take the black dot at the upper right hand corner, we're going to drop it down, and then we're going to go back to the layer, hit the N, and we're going to turn the opacity down to 30–40%. And here we are going to only use the eraser tool. We are not using white. We are just erasing some of that color back out, that color black. So I want my opacity to be up to 100%, and I am erasing out anywhere I want to have the lights on in the city. And so this is fun. Some windows can have lights on, some windows can have lights off. And so when we turn this into, after we print this out, we're going to have light shining through this paper, and we're kind of simulating how this is going to look once it's printed out with that light shining through it. So I'm going to use my eraser as big as I can, go back and do my edges with a smaller eraser tool. If I mess up, and this is what's confusing, say I messed up and I needed to fix it, you are going to fix it with the brush tool, but it needs to be with black. So make sure that black is still selected. Never change the color for this whole entire project of that circle, because when I'm adding black back on, it's going to look gray, because remember we're on on an opaque layer that we turned down the transparency on. And so some students will try to just color match that gray, but really it's black, but we have some transparency going on that layer. So to add back on, you have black selected, you're using your brush, never change that color at all. So eraser, it would make sense for me to erase out on this window. Since they're all the same apartment, you can tell because they all have the same kind of window shades. I would erase out in here and here once those windows were complete. If you want to have a glowing light, you would change your brush for the eraser tool, and I would use something like an airbrush. I would do a soft airbrush. And I don't know how big this is. Okay, let's go about how big I want that glow to be. And I'm going to decide what color light I want on. So maybe I want the light to be on the top. So I'm going to just put that glow right in there. And you want to make sure you take off so much that it becomes white. And then you just have a little bit of a fuzzy edge around, because the light will not shine through the paper unless this gets to complete white right here. So the fun part's going to be